DocNet. A brief look into DocNet and what the software is capable of. Presentation created by future Tecks, Dr. Aubrey W. Love II. Introduction. The software in which future Tecks is aiming to develop will allow faster communication between doctors and be able to send, receive files to and from each other. This software provides a login screen, and depending on the login information, it will go to the doctors section or the workstation. The doctors will be able to perform their tasks, while the workstation will allow nurses to create a new patient or update an existing patient with new medical information. Example, why are they there? Essentially, I'm building two softwares into one and allowing for doctors to communicate back and forth and allowing doctors and nurses to update medical files. I have done some research and have not found any programs that offer this to help aid hospital patients. Not only is this the dawn of its kind of software, but this will also be held up in an internal network on a designated server. This will allow for a secure connection and prevent hackers from gaining access to this software and your information. In production. This program is still in development stage, and the demo, once completed, will be used on our own server. This will allow us to demonstrate the full power of the software itself without having to gain access to hospitals' network. Not only is this program usable by hospitals, but essentially can be incorporated in medical clinics as well. Once the software has been integrated in several hospitals, we are planning on developing an update in which will comply with HIPAA regulations to allow each hospital to use the same software and be able to communicate and send files to each hospital using a secured private server for communication. That is a major goal we will be working on in the future. Hospital attacks. In 2014, Community Health System, in which operates 206 hospitals across the United States, did in fact announce that hackers recently broke into their computers and stole information on 4.5 million patients. Such information includes names, social security numbers, physical address, birthdays, and telephone numbers. What does this mean for the victims? The hackers can open banking accounts, obtain credit cards, and even take out loans, which can cost several thousands, if not millions of dollars of debt for all the victims. With our software, we can install the server features on an in-house server and provide the workstation software for the rest of the computers across the hospital. An in-house server is a computer that allows other computers to connect to it without that specific server connecting to the internet, which can reduce the threat and level of hackers gaining access. Reason for pledges. The reason I am seeking funding is to provide better resources to aid in the development of this software. Such resources includes updating our server to host the files for the demo project, pay for myself and other programmers to aid in the development of this software, and to purchase any compilers we will need for our program to work. This will also go out to provide us to perform research on existing software being used by hospitals and learn how we can develop our software to be better and more secure than what they are currently using. We are also having to provide employment for the developers of DocNet and to award them for their sacrifices and dedication to DocNet. With the right amount of pledges, DocNet would not only soar into hospitals, but we can also develop the software for doctors' offices, small health clinics, and other hospital resources in your area. Risks and rewards. One of our biggest challenges is developing such a software that can be slightly altered to meet each hospital and insert their logos and colors. This is a very complex program in which will not be taken lightly. In the near future, we plan on creating better versions to be able to support more demands for doctors and nurses, and to make it compatible with HIPAA to allow the documents to be sent from one location, hospital, to another. With time and support, we are determined to provide these services to better study hospitals and doctors to be able to get to the bottom of your needs when you go to the hospital. Our goal is to put DocNet in every hospital and medical clinic all over the United States of America. We would enjoy going worldwide, and in the near future, that may be a possibility. As our path unfolds, we strive for our goals and always be working to perfect such an awesome program for our consumers. Conclusion. So what does all this mean to you? In the long run, less time in the ER or doctor's office, as doctors will soon be able to connect to other doctors and share reports and other information about you, and eventually be able to send files from one hospital to another into your personal doctor as well. Another aspect we will look into is integrating the same technology of this software on a designated tablet that never leaves the hospital. This will allow the doctor and nurses to have a special tablet to carry around with him or her while they go about their business. Well, what does this mean? Simply put, while the essential task of this program is to cut down on wait time for responses, a doctor is not always at their desk to wait for documents. So we can implement the same technology of this software that doctors and nurses would use on a tablet that they can respond to while still performing their duties on the floor. Not only that, but we'll also cut down on the financial aspect of maintenance and upgrades of their existing computers. I have been to several hospitals, and each room has a computer that the nurses use. A simple Alt-Tab allows you to minimize the software on screen, and you now have full access to those computers. Having a tablet for the nurses and doctors will eliminate potential hackers, save on electricity with less computers to run, and provide a faster communication system between the nurses and doctors of that hospital. As you can see, there are several resources in which this software can benefit the doctors and nurses, and we are only at the beginning. How much longer are you going to wait? Are you still at the ER? So why continue to wait on doctors when they can be responding now? Contact and info. Future Tecks agents Myron Blair and Dr. Aubrey W. Love II are working hard to not only produce DocNet, but other programs to aid in the protection of the citizens of America. If you would like to contact us, please utilize the following methods. Myron Blair, email myron@futuretecks.com, phone 817-266-2022. Dr. Aubrey W. Love II, email aubrey@futuretecks.com, phone 817-770-1839. Websites: futuretecks.com, kck.st/1FLGDPP, Kickstarter site. Facebook.com/FutureTecks.